MashaAllah, this religion is the religion of Islam, is the perfect religion. It's being carried by the best people, Sahabatul Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So when one of them saying that we are actually in that happiness, you look at that and said, you find Sahaba, they were poor. So, not all of them, of course. Some of them, they were rich, alhamdulillah. That's يعني ذاك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء. Allah Azza wa Jal, يعني He made certain people richer than the others, like in our days. يعني in the midst of us, you have businessmen, mashallah, may Allah bless them. Then you have somebody poor and somebody in between. But they're all happy. The rich one and the poor one. You see that richness was not a key to happiness. Now, in these days, when I ask a Muslim, when you ask a Muslim, say, are you happy? He said, no, man. Why? I don't have what that brother have. Happiness is linked to money. But is it always bad to have wealth? No. Allah gives the examples in the Quran al-Kareem. Surah Al-Qasas, for example, which is in detail about Musa alayhi salam. The best surah to read A to Z about Musa alayhi salam, Surah Al-Qasas. Now, Allah, He mentioned something amazing there about an example of people or man who thought that wealth is the key of happiness. Qarun كان من قوم موسى فبغى عليهم. He was among the midst of what? He was from the people of Musa. Some narration they said he was cousin to Musa Ibn Ammihi. Right? He was a rich man. He was the most rich person after one person, after Nabiullah Sulaiman. Because Sulaiman, what he said? رب هب لي ملكا لا ينبغي من بعد أحد من بعدي إنك أنت الوهاب. Look at the Anbiya and Atba' al-Anbiya. When they talk about the wealth, they don't talk about themselves. They talk about Allah. He said, oh Allah, give me a wealth that nobody will have after me. إنك أنت الوهاب. You are the giver. Wahhab. Allah Azza wa Jal, from His Asma, Al-Wahhab. وهب الشيء أعطاه فهو المعطي سبحانه وتعالى, and He is also Al-Wahhab. But Qarun قال إنما أوتيته على علم عندي. I got this wealth because of me. He didn't say it from Allah. He didn't remember Allah Azza wa Jalla. Allah, what He said about him. فخرج على قومه في زينته. He came out to his people with his nice clothing, with his entourage, as we say, of followers, right? And he's showing off the wealth because he was not happy. Don't ever think he was happy. He was not, because he was arrogant. That led him to kibr. قال أوتيت على علم عندي. I got this because of my knowledge. I'm smart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was the punishment. فخسفنا به وبداره الأرض. Allah Azza wa Jalla caused the earth to swallow him. Now, can be the wealth bring happiness for Muslims? Yes. Based on what? If that wealth is being brought, and it mean, alhamdulillah, it grows halal way. Naam. A Muslim, nothing wrong to own 10 buildings, billions of cars, fine. If it's brought from halal way, because the Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said to Sa'd radiallahu anhu, and to Anas as well. Anas, he said to him, Allahumma barik lahu fi malihi, Allahumma arzuqhu malan wa waladan wa barik lahu fihi. Anas, young man, young Sahabi, radiallahu anhu, was with Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He said, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he made dua for him. So if it was wrong to have wealth, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam will not say that to him. He said to him, oh Allah, give him money, wealth, and walad, children. And what? And give him blessing on those. And they said he had so many kids. Radiallahu anhu arda. Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu. To the point we know that when he used to finish Khatm al-Quran, he used to sit and bring all the kids, whole family, to do barakat dua al-Quran, Khatm al-Quran. Because there is actually children. That's sunnah of Sahaba that we adopt when we do Khatm al-Quran. What we do? We bring people. We call it Ameen, mashallah, in subcontinent, which is something good. Khatm al-Quran. That's actually sunnah of Sahaba radiallahu anhum. Something good to remember, to bring people into dua. Because among those kids, when they say Ameen, Allah will answer our prayers. Allah has subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted because they didn't commit no sin yet. They are fresh. So he said to Sa'd, he said when actually a person came and he became actually Muslim, and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam when appointed him to go on a journey and to be appointed and as a leadership, if you want to say, he said, Ya Rasulullah, look at Sahaba. He said, Lam ubay'aka ala hada. I didn't actually become Muslim because of to give me money. I didn't. What was the answer of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He said to him, نعم المال الصالح للعبد الصالح. نعمة يعني which is blessing for the money, the wealth that is salih, righteous money for the righteous man. So if you have wealth, alhamdulillah, and you are a righteous person, you are happy. And why? Why the wealth? And I mentioned the wealth because the wealth or the money, we can say, today we use the word dollar for example, is the backbone of our life. Even da'wah, we cannot achieve what we want if we don't have money. Because it will help us, it's a vehicle to worship Allah. Meaning that wealth, it can be used, people use it for haram, but people like yourself, inshallah, may Allah make all of us among those people, you use it for ta'atullah azza wa jal. And because da'wah need an effort, physically, morally, financially, everything. Because you have to go with it, to send people, you have to support them. As Umar anhu, when he used to say to Sahaba when they used to go on a journey, fi sabilillah, to open land of Allah Azza wa Jal, he used to say to them, idhabu wa ana Abul. I am the one who is going to take care of your family. I'm going to take care of your family. So that tells you, even in Islam, the wealth is nothing wrong with it. It's not. The wealth can bring happiness if it's being brought halal way and spent in halal way. And Allah Azza wa Jal will put the blessing on that. Some people, they think also happiness can come through position, status, for example. Is it always the case? No. The happiness that can bring actually person to forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when a person is in a leadership, everybody is looking at you. And everything you do, it become actually sunnah that people will follow. If it's sunnah hasana, alhamdulillah. But if it's sunnah sayyi'ah, that's bad. Because the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, من سن سنة حسنة في الإسلام سنة حسنة فله أجرها وأجر من عمل بها إلى يوم القيامة من غير أن ينقص من أجورهم شيئا ومن سن سنة سيئة فعليه وزرها ووزر من عمل بها من غير أن ينقص من أوزارهم. Meaning, if anyone you introduce something to Islam which is good, some way of how to spread Islam, for example, like many of our brothers do it, and people are benefiting from that, you get the ajr of that because you brought something new, which is good. Here it's actually sunnah hasana, something good. Like example of Sahabat Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when Umar prayed Taraweeh, he made it as sunnah Taraweeh of Sahabat Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So he get the ajr of everyone who prayed Taraweeh till the day of judgment. Look at this Sahabi radiallahu anhu. May Allah Azza wa Jal cut the tongue of anybody who talk about Umar or Abu Bakr or Umar or Ali or Uthman. All of them, may Allah Azza wa Jal give them I would say the hardship of this life and the year after. Whoever talk bad about Sahabatul Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Because radiallahu anhu, look, he get the ajr of everyone who prays Taraweeh. You pray Taraweeh and I pray Taraweeh. Who have done that? Yes, you might say Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam 3 nights, but Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam didn't actually make it that we have to do it. But Umar did, and it became Ijma' Sahaba, which is Hujjah. Right? You have the Quran, the Kitab, Sunnah. What we have else? Ijma' Sahaba. Consists of Sahaba. That's itself a source of our legislation, right? So he get the ajr, radiallahu anhu, and the ajr of everyone who prayed after that. وَمَنْ سَنَّ سُنَّةً سَيِّئَةً. And now anyone who introduced something bad, not according to the Sharia of Rahman, he will get actually the wizard, meaning he will bear that يعني the evil that he have done, and everyone who does it after him will be as well with him in his skill and day of judgment. أعوذ بالله من ذلك. So happiness is not only in the money and the wealth, which is inshallah ta'ala can be for the believer, but also as a leadership for a mu'min who